The agency I work for is Care Plus, which is part of Hartford Hospital that specializes in mental and behavioral health problems. The client was referred to me from Hartford Hospital directly from being hospitalized due to an alcohol abuse situation and a detox program. I know that the client is male, 25, Caucasian, single, messy family dynamics, father's an alcoholic, mom's not in the picture, with no siblings. My name is Brittany, and I provide counseling services for substance abuse individuals in the state of Connecticut. My agency provides day treatment programs for adults that struggle with substance abuse and have to be referred to us from a hospital or court. We offer cognitive and behavioral counseling, musical therapy, field trips for community service requirements, and group therapy. I, through my agency, abide by HIPAA laws to protect the client's health information, but it is understood that client's information is provided to the hospital or court-appointed official per the referral to ensure proper treatment and behavior from the client and to ensure that it is taking place. I do not share personal stories or intimate details from the client, as these things are protected per our confidentiality agreement. Hey there, Jesse. Nice to see you today. Thanks for meeting with me. How are you?
I've been better. Just happy to be out of the hospital and detox.
Sounds to me like you've had a really tough time. Being in the hospital is rough. Detoxing is not a good experience. I can't imagine. How are you feeling now?
Well, I'm tired, kind of emotional, a little scared, but I'm happy to be alive.
You know, being alive is a wonderful thing. I can understand you feeling vulnerable, like you're in a fog almost. And those feelings are valid and real. They are feelings I can offer to help you work through. So can you tell me how long you've been drinking that heavily and maybe how many drinks a day you have?
Thank you. And yeah, it was crazy. 1 minute I'm throwing back my second bottle of Jack. The next thing I know, I wake up in the emergency room. They asked if I wanted them to call anyone, but I don't have anyone. My dad is a drunk, and who knows where my mom is. I guess I drink about that much every day. I mean, I watched my dad do it all of my life. I get paid, I buy Jack Daniels, I drink it, I go to sleep, wake back up, and do it all over again. I just wish I had a better job that meant something to me and paid me more.
To me, that sounds like you're feeling abandoned and very bothered by your dad's drinking and behavior. That's very understandable. Since your daily pattern has involved drinking every day, what would you say to us brainstorming a little to think of some other activities that might replace it? I heard you say you wished you had a better job. What kind of skills do you have? What kind of things do you like?
I like working on vehicles, I'm good at mechanical things, and I can fix almost anything. It's always been easy for me. I guess to avoid my dad, I would just always be out in the garage tinkering with things. Could I go to school for something like that?
You took a bad situation and did the best that you could. By removing yourself from being around your dad, you were able to find your passion in something that you're good at. And yes, you can go to school to be a mechanic.
Wow, yeah, that would be great. I mean, I don't think I would drink that much if I wasn't so miserable. I used to like to work out too. Man, my life is really upside down right now.
I know you feel like your life is upside down right now. I think your past has made you feel uncertain about your future and maybe feel vulnerable. But I feel that because you're so self-reliant and self-sufficient, your past will help your future self with your goals of going on to school for mechanics. If you stay determined to reach these goals and start with some changes in your habits and your life, you are very capable of achieving them. How would you feel about setting up a plan of action to start creating some of these changes?
I have nothing to lose and a lot to gain. I don't want to live like this anymore. I want to be happy again.
Your drive to be happy is the perfect stepping stone to make some of these goals happen. Since you and I will be meeting for our mandatory sessions for at least 1 month, how do you feel about the next 2 meetings? We gather some information about some tech schools and programs, and maybe some local shops hiring.
You could help me do that? I really have never had anyone offer to help me like that. It sounds great to me. I really would like that.
Good to hear that you want to move forward. I'm here to help you within my means and resources as much as I can. So moving forward, I do have some paperwork for you to sign, including the release of information for the hospital program that referred you to me. Our confidentiality agreement protects your private information. I will not share details that you tell me about your family, feelings, or activities unless any of them involve harming anyone, yourself, or me. Then, since I'm a mandated reporter, I must report you immediately to the authorities. Do you understand all that?
Yes.
Great. Well, Jesse, I feel like we have accomplished a lot today. We have discussed your alcohol abuse and implemented some goals to deter future hospitalizations from happening again. We talked about a future possible career and even discussed you going to school for mechanics. Do you have any further questions for me? Anything you wanted to go over more before we end today's meeting?
Yes, I do. What if I decide I don't want to keep coming to our meetings? Or what if I relapse? Or maybe I just want to go drink?
So since you're involved in a program that requires you to stay sober and complete at least 1 month of therapy sessions with me, if you choose to discontinue our meetings, I will have to report you to the hospital, and they will most likely pursue further actions, which could include rehab, further hospitalization, or jail. And I don't think you want to go to jail. I can tell that after meeting with you just today that you're willing to make some positive changes in your life. We can work on building up your self-esteem and build on an action plan to achieve your goals of staying sober and finding a better job and starting some classes. Are you on board with me?
That all sounds like it's just what I've needed. I guess hitting rock bottom has some good results in the end. And yes, I'm on board with you. Thank you.
Thank you for being so enthusiastic and reasonable. I look forward to our future appointments.